You know, growing up with unrestricted internet access during the era of creepypasta was certainly a childhood that I had. Horror was once this elusive feeling that many little ones like myself tried desperately to understand, and thus were exposed to unsettling imagery and disturbing stories at ages we probably shouldn't have been. But it has led to many horror creators that you know and love today, so we can just count it as a bit of character development, if you will. Tonight I will be talking about a game that actually retells one of these previous stories. Good evening, I'm Sin, and welcome to Horror and Chill, the lovely online web series where I talk about a horror-related topic and the vibes are chill. Tonight's topic? Eyeless Jack. Eyeless Jack is a story originally posted by Azelf5000 using an image from Arnon on 4chan. This story wouldn't become the most overly known story of Eyeless Jack, but it was certainly the catalyst for it, sparking the idea of the character that would then spawn dozens of fan art, fan fiction, fan videos, the works really. The fandom of creepypasta really would just take characters and run with them, something fandoms don't entirely have the luxury to do nowadays, since the fandom culture then and the fandom culture now have most definitely changed in terms of how they go about themselves. Yet, back then, if there was a character, people latched onto them and spewed out many stories, headcanons, comics, everything. Yet, these all typically followed their own ideas, original concepts, alternate universes, etc, etc. The game we are focusing on today actually just takes from exactly the original concept. It's simple. You play through the story, and overall it's done fairly well. You play as Mitch, moving into your brother's house in the woods. As everything starts normally, you take boxes into your room, chat with Edwin a bit, and then return to sleep. That night, you hear a noise outside your window, but don't see anything. The next day, Edwin asks for you to just rake the leaves. You do, but find some strange sputterings on the leaves just outside your window. It's odd, but you continue on. That night, you wake to find your window open. You close it and return to bed. As you return to your normal routine in the morning, going to greet Edwin, he retorts with a startled jump, cup crashing on the floor. He tells you to look in the mirror, and you do so, finding a large gash in your cheek. Mitch heads to the hospital. When he arrives there, it's revealed that Mitch, somehow, overnight, got his kidney surgically removed. At least they were nice enough to stitch him up. When he returns home to rest, he is awoken in the night by a familiar, blue-masked being. Mitch panics, grabs his camera, and takes a picture. The flash is enough to stun the intruder, and he is quick to run out of his room. We transition to running through the forest. You just keep running, but Jack is quick to catch up. His run cycle is very silly, at least to me. He looks so goofy. Look at him go! Look at him go! You wake up in the hospital, your brother is gone, and the doctor seems concerned for you. When you return home, you just want to grab your camera. When you come out, you find Edwin dead on the floor, something laying beside him. A kidney. You enter the car with your father, and he asks if you're alright. You respond with yes, and the game ends. The game is simple, but effective in telling its story. It's maybe a little shy of a 20-minute experience, and the graphics aren't bad. I did find it endearing when the car was just this PNG image, but it didn't stand out too terribly. I like the very low poly aesthetic of the graphics of the game. They have this cute charm that really ties it all together. The game does have voice acting, and it's well done for a simple game with only a few voice actors in it. I'm not saying it's a refined, Oscar-winning experience, but the mics are balanced well and the voices are clear. Eyeless Jack as a creepypasta is one many people have grown attached to, with their own headcanons, stories, lore, all the fun things. So I think reintroducing creepypastas by just retelling their stories or maybe even reimagining their stories as new mediums will really help carry on that sort of legacy. I'm sure more people will be reminded or learn of Eyeless Jack because of a game compared to just a copy and paste story, since the internet has changed to be more needy in terms of keeping your attention. If you'd like for me to cover any kind of creepypastas, giving a brief overview of them or just discussing major fanon deals that happened, please let me know. I'm Sin, this is Horror and Chill. Drink water, take care of yourself, and good night.